a motion to open the meeting.
Second.
This is the meeting of the Council on Aging on February 5th, 2019. I'd like to just announce that we are being recorded for future on the cable access channel. I'll be all right. First, I'd like to welcome a new member. We have the fire chief who joined us. So welcome to the Council on Aging.
Thank you for the opportunity.
First on the agenda is to review minutes of the December 11th meeting. I believe we all kind of looked at them already. Do we have any corrections or anything on these? No. Do we have a motion to accept the minutes as presented?
Janet's motioning.
Motion by Janet,
Second.
seconded by Martha. All in
Martha.
favor? Martha.
Where your mother?
Wow.
Everybody's still tired from the Super Bowl.
Yeah, right. All right, so the stats for December and January programs.
So, this year we have really excelled. We didn't have any extra programs in December or January than we would regularly have, other than our holiday parties and a couple of Sunshine Club things. Last year in December, we had 355 people. This year in December, we had 405. Last year in January, we had 307 people. This year, we had 369. So those are really good numbers considering all the holidays, because we had Christmas, New Year's, Martin Luther King. And one day of inclement weather that people still came in anyway. So I thought those were really, really terrific numbers.
Absolutely.
And we're very excited about those.
Yeah. Programs for February.
So today we were supposed to do a study on brain health. However, they changed it until April. They figured the spring weather would bring more people in. We didn't have a whole lot of people sign up. And we don't want anybody to be afraid. They're not diagnosing you. They're just trying to do what a brain function is like at 60 or 70 or 80 or 90. It's a study. They're not trying to diagnose you with anything. I think a lot of people were like, oh, I don't want my brain checked. But in reality, they're just doing a study on how our brains age. And it's like a 15-minute thing on a computer and you just hit a button. They come in from this brain health program. And so we're gonna try it again in the spring. We didn't get a whole lot of people signing up for it, so we figured maybe it was, this time of the year, but I did talk to people and people just didn't want their brains checked. So hopefully we will be able to have some brains checked in April because it's a study that they're working on.
Now, will they give any, like, an exercise for people to get their brains working, the one that just kind of,
They come in
You know-
and they give you a little test,
okay.
and I think it's their study. It's not a program that's gonna teach you how to keep your brain going. Yeah, so that's what I think people were afraid of. I think their results can be kept anonymous, and it's just a study pattern. They're not taking down anybody's anything but their date of birth. And so I don't know if there was a misconception among the seniors, but I said I can't force something if people don't want it. So we'll try it again in the spring, and they rescheduled us. So
Okay, good. Bills and vouchers.
February. No, so Valentine's Day.
Oh, programs,
Yep.
yes.
So our Valentine's party is Tuesday, February 12th. We're gonna be having the pasta bar for $3. We figured that would be a nice lunch. Of course, that comes with everything on the planet and it's delicious. And we have a very, very, very special surprise entertainment. Thanks to the Cultural Council, we are able to do this show, so we're really excited about it. So we're keeping it very secret.
Oh, my.
Have a lot of people signed up for that.
We do, yeah, I think so far there's 40. So that's about average. I assume we'll have about 45 or 50. But plenty of room for everybody and plenty of food. And if you don't want to have lunch, that's fine. The entertainment is free, so you're always welcome to just come in and either bring your own sandwich or enjoy some cake. And we also have Lori Burrows Jubert coming in from Representative McKenna's office on February 19th at 10 to go over any concerns people have. She loves to hear from the seniors in the community and give out some advice, and she's a wonderful resource. I call her a lot. So, and on February 20th, we have the National Honor Society students coming in. They did come in last year, everybody enjoyed them. We're going to have the potato bar for $3. And then they're gonna do a craft and they're gonna play some games, and it's like an interactive intergenerational program, and it's their school project. So I really hope that we'll get a
We
lot of
had that
seniors
here
signed
before.
up last
Yeah.
year
Right.
in May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking that too.
Yep, So they did it last May and they had a really great time, so we're hoping that we'll have lots of seniors sign up for that. I haven't even checked the list, but there was quite a few. Yes. We're not gonna do book or movie club this month because we're doing a big book and movie in March. So we figured we had a lot of activities going on in February, so we'll have 6 weeks to read the new book. So, and that's going really well, our book and movie club.
Good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Bills and vouchers.
We had Tai Chi, Zumba, and yoga on the grant that I paid for, the phone bill, and I did have to buy a new laminator. It was 6 years old and it kept just eating up all the plastic. So we bought a new laminator. That was under the grant also because I had extra money in the office supplies.
Cultural Council grant.
So the Cultural Council grant that I put in for October, they were super generous this year. They're always generous. Last year they gave us $750. This year they gave us $1,000.
Wow.
So I did send them off a really nice thank you note because if it wasn't for the Cultural Council grant, we wouldn't be able to have the high-end entertainment that we have. Our entertainment is very well known in this area. We get a lot of seniors that come even from other areas, and we're able to have really good high-end entertainment that we wouldn't be able to have otherwise. So for that $1,000 is going to pay for our Valentine's party, a percentage of our St. Patrick's Day party because Representative McKenna and Senator Fatman are paying for the other half. And it's going to pay for our welcome back party in September, and then our surprise Smile Day entertainment, which is mind-blowing for next year. So it's paying for a lot of really fun things, and we're really excited to have it. And I did email Danielle Morrow, and she is going to be joining us for some of our Cultural Council events.
Oh, nice.
I said I welcome the Cultural Council to come out and see what we're actually doing with the funds you're giving us, and we advertise very well, and the seniors really, really love all the programs, so I'm very excited about that.
All right, so the new mural, which I have to say is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
exquisite, isn't it?
Absolutely,
It's
it's
just
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
The detail in that.
A couple of seniors, so to speak, donated the money for the first wall to be done. So that was a private donation. They hired this person that had, a reputation to them to come in and do it. And we actually got to see him bring in the plans. He put everything on like a grid. He did lines in a grid, and it was like, how is that ever gonna come together? It was fascinating. And then he hand painted, and then he airbrushed in all the detail, but it's like walking down that ramp is like walking down Main Street. And he started with the church next door, then did the post office, onto the Jenks store, and then the waterfall that's in the center of town. The next wall is gonna be a war memorial, I believe, and the gazebo. And then he's gonna continue around our office, and it's gonna look like a little house.
Big
Yes.
deal.
Oh.
Yeah.
A little house. We've had a lot of
So
fun
cute.
saying it should be an
Yeah.
insane asylum or a jail or something. But I think we've come down to the fact that it's gonna be a little house. And so, the first donations, the first wall is paid for. The middle wall, I believe, is going to be the Sunshine Club. That is gonna be paying for that. And then, of course, when my mother-in-law died last year, we had a donation account set up. And our little Girl Scout troop has raised a bunch of money doing bake sales at one of the elections and a couple other things, or a town meeting or something. So they are going to be coming in next February 21st or 2nd. They're gonna come in, they're gonna actually meet with Dave, the airbrush guy. And we're going to come up with either their little insignia as a flower.
Oh, okay.
There'll be a little hummingbird for my mother-in-law. There'll be certain little things in the beginning of the mural at the top. There is a little insignia that kind of references the person that donated the funds for the first one. So we've had a lot of fun with Dave trying to figure out how we're gonna incorporate all the people that have donated into it, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because everybody kind of wanted to be on the down low, but yeah, we're really, really excited about it, so.
Yeah. Yeah, invite anybody to come down and see it. It's just absolutely amazing. Absolutely, it's gorgeous.
Yep, and I do have some donations in my donation account. That's next, so I'm just gonna. The insurance company in town gave us a $500 donation this year. We had a golf course in town that gave us $250 this year. And then, of course, we had Dynamic Douglas who gave us that big donation, so it's just overwhelming. I don't know if it's because we have so much patronage here, or we advertise pretty well, and we're in the
You have a lot to
newspaper a
offer.
lot. Yes, and I think that people really know who we are now.
Right.
So
Yeah.
people aren't like, we have a senior center in town, like people know we're
Oh,
here.
yeah.
So I think that being said, people are very generous about donating. So
Yeah.
we are really excited. I'm gonna meet with Dave this morning after this meeting, and we're going over the design for the center wall. So we're really excited about it. I can't wait
Yeah.
to see it. And the best part was, he did it while all the seniors were here.
Yeah.
So everybody got to see it every day. He'd come in and chit chat, he'd just do his work, and it was fascinating to watch. I
Yeah,
mean,
it was.
Marty, as an artist, you were like, yeah, how he did it and how it came together was just exceptional. And it looks like it's just a piece of wallpaper.
Yeah.
You actually have to touch it.
Yeah.
So we're really excited about it.
Yeah, so we'd like to thank the donors for that,
Yeah.
for what they do for the senior center.
It makes it very welcoming.
It does, it does. Girl Scout meeting.
That
That
is the
was,
meeting that we're
okay.
gonna have with Dave,
All right.
to discuss, and they're gonna let us know how much they're planning on donating, so we can do the design of the next building around now. Yep.
New per diem employee.
So we finally hired our per diem employee. I had narrowed it down to a few of the applicants, and Matt did interview one of them, and we hired her as a per diem. Her name is Tracy, and she's lovely. So she's coming in like once a week, just to kind of, once a week each day. So we've had her on a Monday, we've had her on a Tuesday. This week she's coming in on Thursday, next week she'll be here on Wednesday. Just to kind of learn every day is something different all day long. So just to learn the schedule. And after a couple weeks of that, then we'll get her into maybe she's helping me with the tax work-off program and a couple other things. So yeah, she's very nice, and the
She
seniors
seemed to
really.
be when I had met her that
Yeah,
time.
the seniors really seem to be like her, so. It's a part-time per diem position that's written on the grant. So it's a position that I don't know if I'll continue to have next year, but so far, we'll have it until at least June 30th.
Sunshine Club news and events.
So the Sunshine Club, Pam is not here, she's on a cruise. Lucky Pam. They had a Reiki program with Jen last week that was super successful.
It was,
It
yeah.
actually went over the amount of time that she was supposed to be here, but she wanted to make sure she kind of squeezed everybody in. And the seniors loved it, all of you
Yeah.
ladies did it,
It
so.
was really good.
Wonderful.
That was the
Yes.
first time I didn't even hear of it,
Yeah.
But it was really very relaxing.
Yep, so we're hoping to have her more on a regular basis when she's feeling up to it. And when we can get her in and maybe, try to kind of incorporate that every other month or every month, just to have a few seniors at a time instead of trying to block a whole group. So.
She was tired.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
afterwards, yeah, that takes a lot out of you. And she was here from 10 to like 2 something.
Yeah, and she
4
was on
solid
her
hours.
feet all the while.
Yep,
She never sat down.
yep, so.
It was great though. I just felt so good when I
Yeah.
came out of there.
It was a nice treat.
Yeah, it was amazing.
The Sunshine Club is also gonna be having a program, is it February 27th?
Oh, yeah, they
They're gonna do the macaroni and cheese, and they're gonna do a game day. They figured it would be fun in the winter if people wanna get out and about, have a nice meal, and play some games and some fun things. Pam usually comes up with something fun. They've done trivia and other fun games, so that should be a good time. Their meeting is today at 2 o'clock. That's their regular monthly meeting, the first Tuesday at 2 o'clock. And the Sunshine Club has graciously offered to pay for the gratuities. So when we, for Blackstone Valley tech students, so when we order from them, when we have them cater our meals, they're gonna be doing the St. Patrick's Day with corned beef and cabbage. We always usually put in 50 cents or $1 per senior so we can give them a nice gratuity. They're very good to us. They cater a lot of our events. And so the Sunshine Club is gonna actually pay the gratuity so we can keep the price of the ticket to $8. So we thought that was nice. They'll do it.
Okay, because I didn't see the price for that.
She just printed the tickets.
Oh,
I
okay.
just got the price
All
from the chef over there, and we were never sure because of the price of the meats and things.
Yeah, okay.
So they're going to keep it at $8, and then the Sunshine Club is gonna pay the gratuity.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so Sandy has the tickets, they are available for sale now, and they have to be purchased by March 8th. Again, the entertainment is free because the Cultural Council and Representative McKenna and Senator Fatman is paying for the entertainment, so. But we thought that was very nice of them to pick that
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
Other business, anybody have anything they'd like to share, bring up?
We also have the hand massages, one that comes in.
Yep, that's on my new business. So we have, is it Dawn? It's Dawn. My
Pam.
Oh, Pam. So Pam is coming over, and she is the new massage lady in town. And she comes over and she gives hand massages on Mondays, Wednesdays, certain days during the week. She tries to hit the art class, the knitters, the crocheters. She's lovely. And the ladies love her, and it makes everybody feel really good. And she happened to be here last week, so everybody got to kind of hit her up. And yesterday, one of our seniors was waiting to have her blood pressure taken while she was having her hand massage, and her blood pressure was actually lower than it usually is. So it relaxed her nicely. So, even Nurse Ann commented that it's really nice to have her here, and she's lovely to donate her time.
Did she come over last year? Was she here last year at all?
She started in the fall,
Oh,
late
okay.
summer, early fall.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she asked if she could come in, and now she's more on a regular basis.
okay.
And she's got a nice rapport with all our ladies. She knows everybody, and she chit-chats. And I would like to mention, we have a lovely lady, Karen, who brings in cakes. So she's been picking up cakes at Shaw's and Hannaford and such, and she donates them up to all kinds of different places. And she put us on her list last year, so I think we're all up about 10 pounds. She even brings literally,
True.
she brings gluten-free ones in for Janet, and she brings in the most amazing cakes and pastries. So I do want to thank her, because everybody down here is always like, you guys have the best snacks, the best cakes, and really helps us out, especially with the Sunshine Club, or when we have a luncheon, to be able to have some really nice desserts to offer. And yeah, it's very nice that she made us part of her little cake, her cake ride. I also have the new website has the code red on it, so that's going to all of the seniors' homes already. I have had a few seniors, because I put in the newsletter, if you have a cell phone and you would like the information, some seniors leave town and go to their families' houses, and they still want to be, in touch with what's going on here. And some seniors just have cell phones at this point. And in the event that cable goes down, a lot of our seniors have their phone through cable or their electricity. So we just thought that was great. So we've been adding people online as they've been coming to us.
Good.
So anybody who wants to have a cell phone added to the code red, so they can have twice the amount of.
Yeah, I would recommend the cell phone. I believe if Ken wants to kind of chime in a little bit with that, the people who have blocks on their phone, like I do through Charter, for the robot calls that come in. Some people were not getting the calls from the code red, the test that they did. So I don't know if you want to just kind of.
I believe too, and another reason you should have it on your phone is, say you go over to where your grandchildren live or whatever, and there's an emergency there, you'll get it.
True
You'll
enough,
get
right.
messages
Yeah.
from the town, so you'll get,
You might know your electricity is back on.
right. So it's good to have the messages not only for when you're in town, but when you're off traveling.
Right.
So there's a lot of the towns are really finding that this is a way to
Well, I think it's a fantastic
Yeah.
thing for the town.
know where traffic's gonna be down and things like that, but it's,
Does it come in as an 800 number?
Pardon me?
Does it come in as an 800 number?
No,
It's not 800.
forget
numbers
which
are
one.
odd.
I'm not sure what the number was either now that I'm thinking of it.
So I
They
think
did
it
a
was-
test.
wasn't
You
it-
got the test,
There's
right?
two different
Yeah, I
numbers.
did.
One,
You didn't get the test?
No, I don't think I
It was like a
did either.
789 or something
Yes.
like that.
We
Yeah.
all got the test on
Yeah, I got-
December,
Oh, I like to know the
January.
So it's 789?
the emergency notification
That was the day that.
is 866. It's actually 866.
Yes,
Yep. 419 4000. And that's for emergency.
Did everybody get this call at their home?
I did.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
No.
I would
might
like
have,
it
but I
on my
don't know.
phone though,
I don't
so
know
how do I
the
do
number
that?
that
I can do it
don't
for you.
know, so.
All right,
Yeah, I go ahead and just create
Now
an
that I
account.
know
Okay.
the number.
I'll bring,
Then
my
there's
phone's
another
out
number
in
that
town,
they
bring
do
it in
for, it's
tomorrow.
general notification, and maybe Ken can explain what the general notification would be. So that number is 855 969 4636.
Well, we have what's called a pre-canned message. So whenever we have an event where we anticipate there could be an issue, like we've got recorded messages for, say, a severe weather event. We've got one that's warning us of a severe weather event. We've got one where we might need to let people know we've been hit by a severe weather event, because
That's what
sometimes
they
you're
with
in
the
a
tornado.
haze and you don't really know what happened.
Right.
So we've got a lot of stuff like that. The highway superintendent has a lot of road type a message, like for the last storm, John had a pre-canned message. It was all done, it was a recorded message of his voice. Just like when Chief Miglianico sent out the first message. Anything that has to do with road closures or stay away from down wires, all the messages that we try to get out, because sometimes people, they'll go near a down wire and thinking it's dead. We don't want you doing it. Right? Avoid down wires, things like that. So we're always doing safety messages that are trying to keep people safe and keep people in the loop. If we, like say, if we had an event where we had to open a shelter, we can put that out where the shelter would be, the times it would be open, things like that. So it's a way to communicate with everybody in town. And I'm pretty sure the list that comes up when you buy, they have a list of everybody's homes and what their numbers are, but the cell phones and stuff get added in as time as if you go in and you get the app on your phone and things like that. So, like I said, when you're traveling, it's good to do.
Yep, we're willing to put any senior in. I put Janet in last week.
Yep.
So I think it is very important. Like I said, a lot of people have not the stationary, they have the portable phones that are electricity, and then they have a little bit of a battery life. So if you don't have a cell phone, I can probably try to get one through the sheriff's office. If nothing else, it calls 911. And we have the emergency information sheets that I've just updated last week. We met on Thursday. We updated our books, and we do try to call people. Of course, the fire chief always knows who's got electricity, who doesn't, and then where cable is out, because that affects our life alerts, and it also affects people having a phone. Last year I had somebody that was all alone, had no phone and had no life alert. So I was able to stay with her until her son came, but if the fire department didn't let me know that side of the world was out, and we kind of have a good idea of where all our seniors are and who the most vulnerable ones are. So we work very hard with the fire department to ensure everybody's safety during a power outage or a really bad storm or a heat wave or such. So I think it's very important for everybody to have this. And if you have not received a call, then I can double check and make sure that your number's in their system, because Marty and the Walls didn't receive one.
Oh, you
So-
didn't?
No, do they?
Another way that it's good is if you have a lost child or a lost senior citizen that wanders away and becomes lost, you can put a message out to the whole town, so now everyone's on notice and everybody's looking. It's really a benefit
Absolutely.
to have you in
Yeah.
town.
When my parents were alive, it was, I can't remember how many years ago, we had a tornado warning in Douglas. And I was scared out of my mind. But they called me and told me, you need to get your parents into the cell.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a fiasco, but it was a real threat, a real danger, and I was so glad that, they were on top of it, because it's pretty scary.
Well, social media has a big presence, but not everybody does social
That's
media.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
I happen to be connected to a lot of stuff, because I'm very cognizant of what's going around in the surrounding towns as well, because we could be going to an emergency. But we have to be able to reach everyone, and Code Red's one way we can do it.
So we're gonna keep working on it. I will keep putting it in the newsletter, and we'll keep talking about it at our next few meetings to make sure that everybody is up to date with it. And we still have emergency information sheets. If anybody's information has changed, or if anybody would like to fill one out, then be assured that you will get a call from either the fire department or the senior center, and we'll be checking on you. And if we can't get a hold of you, we physically go and check.
Okay.
So.
And that's a good thing too, because I encourage people to do that, because if you don't know if a senior's on oxygen, for example, it would be good to let the fire department, the senior center know, so they can, we lose power, go assist that person.
Right.
Or if you have a
so-
well and you have no means of water.
Correct, right. So that's another good feature that we have that should be taken advantage of.
I also put in for capital for our flooring. I just submitted, the deadline was the 25th. We got an estimate of $18,000 to $20,000 roughly, because they don't know what's under the carpet. And I did over a little bit because, again, we don't know what's under the carpet. So if they find anything, it could change the estimate. So I met with the administrator and he said, just put, something in there so You'd rather not have to go back or be halfway through your project and then not have enough money. So I did put that in for the flooring for the 24,000. And as you can hear, we have a disco going on out there. That's the Zumba class. And it's very high impact exercise and it is very difficult to do, as you can attest to, on the carpet. And that's where we had somebody fall and whack her head and she ended up with stitches. So we're really hoping to be considered for flooring at the senior center. It's time. It's time. For safety,
Now, will that
safety
go
and
all the way
aesthetics.
to your office where that is, or
We
just
wanna
that-
do the
that
whole everything.
section out there?
Yep, yep. Some areas will still be carpet, and like this area where we're not doing, any exercise. Probably yoga, tai chi, and osteo will still have carpet, because most of it's done on the chair or very slow moving. But the main area, even aesthetically, we're serving a lot of food out there, and people getting tripped up on it,
Well, it's
rubber
true 'cause you
soles.
can walk, and all of a sudden you're tripped.
And having them
Yeah.
repeatedly cleaned, right now they're all white from all the salt. So they're all stained, so they're gonna have to be cleaned in April or May, and then every time they get cleaned, they stretch a little bit more, and then we get these little heaves.
Right. Yeah, 'cause it's the original carpet from
Yes,
years ago.
yep, it is original. I've been here 19 years, and I don't know how long it was here before me, but I would assume it's 30 plus years old.
Right.
So that's all I have.
Anybody have anything else?
We're gonna be drawing the Afghan this afternoon.
Oh,
So
yes.
if anybody wants to put any tickets in, do it now because we'll be drawing that at 2:00.
Yep, there's a beautiful Afghan out there for raffle, so I think the ticket's like $3 for $1 or $5 for like.
5 for 2.
Five, yeah. So, but they'll draw it at their meeting today, so.
Yeah.
Yep. Perfect.
Okay, so the next meeting, we're still gonna do the 9 o'clock, so that works for everybody in the morning?
So, can we do March 5th?
Does that work?
Fine.
All right, so we'll do March 5th at 9 a.m. Okay.
Hopefully the weather will be as nice as it is today.
Yes,
Yeah, I
no,
know.
it's nice. I would like to state, I didn't do this in the beginning of the meeting, Jennifer Hoffer wasn't able to attend, she did let us know, so she'll have an excused absence. Patrick Blake, we did not hear from, unfortunately, we now have to make that an unexcused absence. So, if nobody has anything else, I'd like to close the meeting. At 9:40.
So